Zuko here. I already filmed the first half of this video, but none of the recording saved, so I get to do it again. Isn't that exciting? Also, I'm in like full like glam makeup, I guess. Full exciting dramatic makeup. And this really cute The Book Was Better sweater. I was out taking pictures earlier, which, I mean, if you want to see the pictures, keep checking back into my Instagram, linked down below. I'm much more active there than I am on here, and I am also just more interesting on Instagram, I feel like. I don't just talk about books, but like, also tell me to start a book Instagram. It's where I do talk about books. Yeah, I already filmed this, and this is me at 11 p.m. Having filmed this once already, at least half of it, and I'm tired. And I'm wearing a big sweater that's too hot for this summer, but it's cute. And I just wanted to film this. So pretend that I have really good high energy right now because I want to get this done. I just want to get it done because I was excited about this video. Okay, so we're doing the TBR tag. The link to the original video will be down below. The questions will also be down below. My Goodreads is also down below if you want to follow that. So, question 1. These don't actually have numbers, so as soon as I get lost, I'm not giving the numbers anymore. And I'm not gonna do the backwards shit that I did last video, or I guess a couple videos ago. I don't know. I couldn't remember which way numbers go. I'm still not sure. Is it this way or is it this way? Do you know what? Don't let me. Don't let me. Okay. So first question is, how do you keep track of your TBR pile? So fun fact. Excuse me. Fun fact. I don't have a TBR pile. I own so many unread books. My shelves are kind of my TBR pile. I keep track of it all because my Goodreads is just where I put books that I own or I've read. So all of the books that are want to read on my Goodreads are books that I own. If there's a book that I see on Goodreads that's like newly announced and it's not available for pre-order or anything, I will write it down. If it is available for pre-order and I want to read it, like I will just pre-order it, and then once it comes to my house, I will put it on my TBR shelf on Goodreads. So everything is kind of kept track of there. So if there's a book on that pile, or if there's a book on that Goodreads shelf of want to read, it's because I own it. Question 2, is your TBR mostly print or ebooks? Print books. I guess I might own a couple ebooks. They're like those like little novellas that they didn't make into like an actual book, based off of or as part of a series that I already own and have read part of. I think I have a couple of those, but otherwise it's all these beautiful hardback books that I love. Question 3, how do you determine which book on your TBR you're going to read next? Honestly, I'm very much a mood reader right now, so it's just kind of whatever I feel like reading next. There was a phase when I first started BookTube where I would try to do the like monthly TBR videos of like, this is what I'm gonna read this month. It worked in the sense that I was only reading Series of Unfortunate Events for most of that year, so I was like, I'm gonna read these. And like, if I say I'm gonna read any number of those books, like I was gonna read at least 2 of them a month. So that worked, but then it stopped working the more I tried, because I'd be like, oh, here's 6 books that I want to read this month, and I'd read like 2, and then I like felt bad. And then now I'm just like, here's some books that maybe I want to read this month, but I'm not going to tell anybody because like I don't think I'm going to stick to that. I feel weird going, here are these books I want to read this month, but I'm not going to read them. That doesn't feel good to me. Sorry, my screen is leaving me. Okay, question 4 is, oh, my dog thinks I'm saying Thor, which is the name of my cat, and he thinks that means he's being bad. He's not being bad. He's not even here. Okay, so the longest book that's been on my TBR is, I believe, I just checked this on the floor, the first time I filmed this, Distant Waves, a novel of the Titanic by Suzanne Wayne. I bought this at the Scholastic Book Fair in either 7th or 8th grade, so I was either like 12 or 13, maybe 14. That was somewhere between 10 and 12 years ago. This is like historical fiction about the Titanic and like 4 sisters who were on it or something. I don't like historical fiction. I don't like books that are straight, and judging by the wedding dress on the front of this feels like it's going to be an obnoxiously straight book. It's high on my list of things to read, mostly so that I can get rid of it, especially if I don't like it. I want to, like, at least know if I'm going to DNF it. I would love to start this and finish it and be done with it, but alas, we are still here. One day, hopefully before the end of the year, this book will be done. My dog is mad. Okay, moving on. That was very loud. Question 5, I think, is a book that you have added recently to your TBR, and I think one of the more recent books I've added to my TBR. All of the books that I've bought since my last haul are, like, piled right here, so I guess any of these, I'll pick the first one, which is Last Bus to Everland by Sophie Cameron. I believe this is queer. I picked this up because this was, like, a queer release. Not, like, a recent, like, 2020 queer release, but let's see. Yeah, this is queer. So this feels like a queer... two boys want to go to, like, Neverland, or I guess Everland, but it was queer. I love queer books. I love buying queer books and supporting queer books being published, so I have this because it, honestly, the premise sounded interesting to me, because it sounds like it might be a portal fantasy, and I love portal fantasies, but, like, it's a queer portal fantasy then. Yes. Question 6, I think, is a book on your TBR strictly because of its beautiful cover. This is where I realized I wasn't filming anymore and that everything had been deleted, because I couldn't think of anything here, but I got up to grab Vengeance Road by Erin Bowman. I don't know what these books are about. They're like a western or something. But, like, the cover. I don't even know. Is this the first one or the second one? I don't know. But I don't care. These covers are really pretty, but it kind of is making me not want to read them, because if I don't like them, then I'm going to want to get rid of them. And these covers are really good. That's so shallow. I don't care. Question is a book on your TBR that you never plan on reading. Honestly, I have, let's see, I have Stephen King's Bazaar of Bad Dreams over there. And I don't like short story collections, is the thing I've learned, so even though I don't know that he really writes short anything, I don't know that I'll actually read that. Like, I want to, I just don't know that I actually will. I also have a couple of Grace Helbig's books. I liked Grace back in the day, but now I'm like, do I really want to, like, read about, I guess, do I really want to read about the lives of YouTubers I no longer watch is the main thing. And, like, I don't know, because I also have the amazing book It's Not on Fire, and I'm like, I'm embarrassed to own this. So for now, those are on my TBR, and I don't know if I plan on reading them, but we'll see. Okay, what's the next question? An unpublished book on your TBR that you're excited for. I think there is one maybe book that's not published that's on my TBR, and that is the Nobleman's Guide to Something or Other by Mackenzie Lee. It is the third book in the Gentleman's Guide trilogy, and it was supposed to be published earlier this year, so I've had it pre-ordered for a long time, so I just kind of added it to my TBR because I knew when it came out that I'd be reading it. But it hasn't come out yet, so I think that's the one that's on there right now that is not a book that I, like, physically have, because sometimes I have books that I've pre-ordered because I know I'm going to physically have them soon, but then soon gets postponed until 2021. I guess I haven't read the second one though, so I can't be that upset. Next question is a book on your TBR that basically everyone's read but you. Oh no, I'm never gonna get this book out of here. I don't know if you can see it. Trust me. Trust me that the Grisha trilogy is there. That's a book I feel like everyone's read. Also, the Raven Cycle, they're both, those series are both on my TBR, and I feel like everyone's read them, and I have not read them. Yeah, I guess those are the books that I feel the most like everyone's read these, and I haven't. Maybe the Lord of the Rings trilogy, but I don't know that I really feel like everyone has read those. I feel like everyone watched the movies, and I've finally done that as of a couple years ago, and I wasn't impressed. Okay. Next question is a book on your TBR that everyone recommends to you. People don't recommend me books. I don't have a lot of book friends who talk about books and share their book taste with me. I feel like I have a few friends who work at Chapters. You'd think that, I don't know, someone would recommend me something. Oh, my friend is recommending the Vagina Bible to me. I don't remember who that's by. And, but that's like one recommendation. I feel like that's not everybody recommending it to me. I don't think I have one of those. I'm sorry. Recommend me books. Tell me which ones of the books on my TBR on Goodreads you think I should read next. But feel free to leave me comments. I interact with people who interact with me in a way that allows for interaction back. Okay. Second last question is a book in your TBR that you're dying to read. I was super excited about the book I'm currently reading that's on my TBR, which is Fell of the Dark by Caleb Rohrig. This is clearly not actually the book. This is just like from what I can tell, a queer vampire book. I've been reading it for a month. I'm 57 pages in. So clearly I'm not going very fast, but like I was excited about this. I feel like I spent a really long time waiting for that book to come out, and then like I started reading it as soon as I got it, but I have been having a lot of like executive dysfunction about picking up a book and reading it, so I haven't actually done that yet. So I'm excited about that. What else? I don't know. I don't think there's another one right now. I think that's the one I'm like dying to read and I'm just not reading. Yeah, okay. And the final question of this book tag is, how many books are on your TBR? I believe, as of right now, there are, nope, not 100. That's silly. A whole whopping 352 books that I have not read that I own. Am I proud of that? No. Did I buy a lot of books when I wasn't reading books, like, for the last many years? Yes. Have I unhauled an ass ton of fucking series this year? And, like, I feel like there was, like, 70 books in that unhaul, and, like, it didn't make a difference because someone, it's me, keeps buying more books than they're unhauling and reading. Wow. Like, I unhauled 70 books. I definitely hadn't read most of them. I'd read, like, the first one in series, but they were big series. But yeah, I unhauled them. And my thing went down, but I started out the year with 385 books on my TBR, and I'm at 352. I've unhauled 70 books. You'd think that'd bring me down to like closer to 300. Not if you buy as many books as I do. I've read 84 books this year. You'd think that'd bring me down. Not if you buy as many books as I do. I just want it to be under 300, but I keep buying books, and like I should be on a ban, but I'm not. And I'm not reading as fast as I had been the last couple months because I think I've been averaging at about like 20 books a month, and now I'm like, I think I've read 7 this month. And all of them have been listening because I'm sure not finishing the book I'm physically reading. Now I'm just complaining to you, so I think I'm going to not film a second video tonight and just wrap this one up so that I'm not just being crabby at the camera because that seems unpleasant to watch. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this TBR book tag. It's a tag, right? Yes. And I will see you whenever I do my next video. Go tell me which books I own I should read next down below. And, yeah. I'll see you all when I do my next video. Hey, it's okay, Bubba. It's okay. Yeah, you're okay. Good job. You did it. You stopped the crime. Okay. Thank you. Enough, please. Stop it, please. No. Stop yelling. You're in a mood, Bubba.